So there I was, minding my own business, just running trains around on a Saturday, not really caring which way they were going or what they were doing. And I took a really shaky video, which I'm probably not going to post. And then I busted out the tripod, and one thing led to another. So the premise here is that we're rail fanning from this overpass over the Long Island Railroad main line right near Pine Aire. We're parked on the edge, which you cannot do on the SAG unless you are broken down. And anyway, then it got, I can't just make a video, so now there's inserts and stuff because, production value is well represented on screen. Let's do some rail fanning from the bridge. We stopped on the bridge because they had the signal pulled up for number 250. And there's number 250 rocking it through. Pass signal 442. Milepost 44.2. Going through Brent. That's signal 2E he's accepting. All the way around the helix, almost 180 degrees around, is the opposing signals. Looks like somebody's waiting to go the other direction. Let's see what the operator at Divide does. Okay, we're going to let a westbound go. Obviously, some non-Long Island equipment running today. This is the weekend after I had an operating session, so I'm just running stuff. You can see the back of the train up above on the helix. It's a pretty long train. This is around 35 cars. Next session, this is going to be the eastbound RS50 cars. Gon's up on top. Those are going to, MP's going to Gersha. Down below is propane for Perico. Back on the overpass, there's a head into that train. Just running trains around today. Not being super prototypical, obviously. With the South Shore equipment, although same company that owns New York and Atlantic also owns South Shore Freight. So those South Shore Jeeps are all in the family. Behind the train, that's the little pocket yard at Pine Aire. Used to just be a double-end freight, and then some years back they added the 3 tracks to help them classify the East End trains. Against the wall is MJ, which should go back 90 degrees but doesn't. It's the only way to fit it into a shelf layout without core drilling the foundation of the house, which was out. And of course, that's a physical characteristics map propped up against the wall. Our 70 crew was doing its due diligence last session. Yeah, here's that guy pulling into JS. Definitely got to stop. See who's coming. Somebody must be coming. Well, either the operator hasn't made up their mind or somebody's coming east. Let's rail fan some more. Ooh, another freight. New York Atlantic 261. Going east on track 2. These broad sweeping curves are in no way reflect the reality of Long Island, which is the whole railroad's like 120 miles of straight line. But it's got to fit in the basement, so very photogenic broad sweeping curves that don't exist. These cars came from, this is the RS-71 from the last session, as he knocks down 442. Propane cars from Perico. Those empty center beams are from Marcham Riverhead. And on this railroad, Nicolia Concrete takes cement in addition to stone. In real life, they only take stone, but it's better to have things busier. Let's see what's happening. What's happening back? We're still not moving this westbound. Let's see what's happening behind. Aha! CP power, 6-axle power, not allowed out here, but I'm running it. Sue me. It'll make the prophecy true that the CPSDs made it out to Riverhead, which never happened, of course. But here it is. You can do anything you want in HO scale. These are all the cars that got driven off the layout to Oak Point staging in the last session. So that looks like some vegetable oil cars from Healthy Brand Oils. Setting up to do a stop and proceed. But we get the upgrade, so it's all for naught. Used up all that air. After a session, I usually take all the cars that just left the layout and tend to stow them someplace so that I don't immediately turn them around and bring it back onto the layout. It's a luxury I have because I've bought way too many cars. We'll just say that. Okay, yeah. Divide is on it. Gonna let the westbound into single track, headed towards Farmingdale. There we go. As Phil Monot would say, it's a railfan opportunity at Pine Aire. You can see the RS71 cars just up on the helix at the very top of the picture. South Shore cars are moving west on the left, and the staging cars pulled by the CP engines are moving east. Nothing is moving in the right direction, but hey man, I just set up the camera on the tripod and rolled it. It's railfanning. It's HO scale railfanning, inspired by Mr. Dave Abelese and his HO scale railfanning articles that he's written for RMC. And who could forget the epic Onondaga cutoff videos that helped us get through the lockdown, man. Dave, you're the best. In the bottom right, the very bottom right, you can see some cars. Those were run 2 sessions back. Those are where I kind of stow the cars on the extra third track that down there on that bottom level staging. So eventually the cars you see headed east here are going to wind up down there. Shout out to John Faraka that helped me learn how to weather those BN covered hoppers. They came out great. These green BN hoppers have been showing up on Long Island hauling bentonite to Sills Road, Brookhaven Rail Terminal. There's some guys out there YouTube in New York and Atlantic on an almost daily basis, and that helps me so much to know what's running in these trains. Very much appreciated. And things are quieting down now, Pine Aire. So we'll see you guys another time.